All right, we back. We back. Y'all just finished hearing some good tunes. We back at the dinner table. We got Kim and Nicole. She done stepped in. What else going on, Kim?
Finally got here. Sorry about being all late and stuff, but I am here. Glad to be at the dinner table with y'all and my family. What's going on?
What's up, Shawty? Leader.
You say you're just 5'2", ain't
Right.
Yeah,
I'm 5'1". I'm 5'1". Y'all just started talking about me as soon as I came in. Y'all knew I've been short this whole time.
That's why I ain't know.
Her feet definitely ain't touching the ground right
It's
now.
really not today.
Really, like literally. I'm going to take a picture and post it
We have on heels or something, man.
We're not even in no high chairs either, people. No stools or none of that. We just in regular chairs.
You know,
Yeah, she's so sharp.
normally I do have on heels, but today I'm flattening it out.
3 inches. So.
We got somebody special in the building. Kimmy, tell us who we got.
So today we have Dominique Bonds, founder and CEO of Ace Ambitions. What's going on?
I appreciate y'all for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, welcome to the dinner table. So tell us a little bit about who is Dominique Bonds and, how did you come up with the Ace of Ambitions?
Okay. So Dominique Bond is a 26-year-old community organizer, community advocate, youth development coach. I'm real big on youth development. I'm real big on just finding out ways, finding out solutions that's going to really benefit our youth in our community, especially Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to start Ace Ambition because of a lot of issues that I was seeing primarily in our young black men. So my thing is, instead of just complaining about it, instead of just talking about it, what can I implement to really impact our youth? So I've been doing a lot of research. I've been in and out of schools. I used to work for the Boys and Girls Club, and I just thought about, okay, these are the things that really hindering us. These are the things that really holding us back. So I'm gonna really come up with a platform that's gonna really teach these young men how to create their own opportunities,
right,
and how to take advantage of the opportunities.
Right.
Because as you all know, it's real big. The unemployment rate among black men is real big.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, entrepreneurship, that basic business education should be primary, within our youth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, how long, I know you say that, you've been doing it for a while, but how long have you been in existence with Ace of Ambitions?
Ace Ambition.
Ace Ambitions, and just wanting to be the advocate out there for our young youth, youth.
Yeah, so it's funny because I graduated from Augusta University last year, May. Yeah.
I graduated from in 13.
Yeah. So AU, ASU, GRU, whatever the case may be. So I graduated last year in May, and I actually had my first workshop in May. I kind of started my business in around March, April time frame, and really launched in May, actually. So it's been less than a year. So the first workshop was basically about, it was titled Education Matters. So my thing is, we telling these guys, you got to go to college, but we don't even know what to expect. And my thing is, why are we waiting until they seniors to have that college tour? They should be having that college tour, in middle school, freshmen, so they can know, okay, this is what college is about. Don't tell me what I need to do if you haven't given me that experience. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And not just that, we gave them a college tour, and we got some other guys, some big presenters to come out and really teaching them how to be successful college students, because it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke.
We know that's the truth. So, what are some of the events that you just mentioned your first event. So what else have you done besides that, or that you have coming up?
Yeah, so I did a list of events. I was all over the place, to be honest with you. But I did Education Matters a few times, a couple of times. And then I did My Son is an Entrepreneur, which is basically what it states. We're really teaching these guys, the mindset of an entrepreneur. We're teaching them how to create their own opportunities. We're teaching them about the basis of branding and the basis of marketing. So we did that about 2-3 times. We did the Building Wealth Youth Workshop, and we're really teaching them, okay, this is how you manage your funds, but this is how you grow your money. This is how you really this is how you invest. This is real estate. This is a loan. This is a mortgage. All this good stuff. A lot of stuff that some of us did not learn in school.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But and then I did in October, I believe, I did My Daughter's Entrepreneur. So that was real big. So we're going to launch that again in July. So, yeah. And I actually had a workshop today. My son's entrepreneur program. So we're doing we're doing a series with that.
Right.
And we really taught the young men how to set goals for themselves. So a lot of people don't know, it might sound like a simple thing, but a lot of us don't write. And Sleepy Eyes spoke on that a few minutes ago, but we don't write down our vision. We're not writing down our goals. So that's one of the things I'm trying to instill in these guys. I actually got some notebooks for you all, some pens for you all. I got a shirt and some cookies from Stuggis Cookies, a new little sponsor. But yeah, it's real. I'm a huge advocate for that. Write down your vision, write down your goals, because if you're not writing down your goal, you're not planning. If you're not planning, you're planning for failure.
Exactly.
It's just that simple.
So, just being an entrepreneur, what are some obstacles that you have faced that, you had to overcome, and how did you overcome those?
Man, that question right there. So, in the beginning, I was all over the place. I really needed to find my lane. How people always say, stay in your lane. Some of us don't even know what our lane is. So I had to really find my niche. I really had to find my lane. I was focused on so many different things. So one of the biggest things I'm real serious about is, how to handle money, how to work for yourself, how to create your own opportunities. That's two things that we're going to really focus on. But I would say just knowing who to bring in and who not to bring in. Because I had people from all over the place like, man, this is awesome, man, this is good. Let me sit in. Can I see what you got going on? And I'm going to be honest, I was real, how can I put it? I was real protective over my students. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask me, can you sit in? I'm like, this is not just some show. You know what I'm saying? This is we working. This is a workshop.
Right.
So if I don't know you and you asking me, can you just sit in? I don't feel comfortable with that. So I had to really understand, okay, is this person really trying to support me, or is this person really just trying to be a spectator? Because some people just really trying to come in and just trying to see what you got going on. And I was all like, you know what, I'm just going to take my time. If it just don't feel right, I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So finding my lane and then really finding out, okay, who should I bring in, who shouldn't I bring in?
Right. That's definitely important. This is your baby, so you want to protect your baby. And like you said, it was just a learning process for you. But now I'm sure you're at the point where you can decipher who is who.
Most definitely.
So how can people contact you? To be a part of what you're doing, or to get involved? Yeah,
so they can easily reach me on social media. I'm on Facebook. You can search for Ace Ambition. You can search for Ace Ambition on Instagram. You can also look on my website, dominiquebond.com. That's DOMINIQUEBOND. And I'm always updating that website. You can just see what's the upcoming events that's going on and so forth.
That's what's up. That's
definitely, man. I be seeing you, man. I see a lot of this stuff pop up, man. You doing your thing, man.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
And I'm glad. I definitely, I've been watching you for a minute. As far as trying to figure out who to get on and who. And I definitely, this brother has been doing a lot of work in the city, like you said. One of the things that impressed me the most is, as you said, with my son is an entrepreneur, and working with our youth, man, because a lot of our youth don't have that guidance, you know what I mean? And even if the parents are there, even if because everybody strengths are different. So if you know what I mean, you might not be able to teach your son something in this particular area, or your daughter, with my daughter is an entrepreneur, if you might not be able to teach your daughter something in this area. There's programs out here, you know what I mean, like yours, that you can put them in, give them the future that you didn't have, or the future that you want them to have. Put them in, and this is, and one of the things that impressed me the most about you, in particular, is another one of my partners has another organization as well. And when I told him that, we were supposed to be in the show before, and then things, didn't go right or whatever. But he was telling me that he know you, and that he spoke highly of you. You know what I mean? And for a young brother in the city to be doing what you're doing, man, I salute that 100%. You will always have our support.
I appreciate it.
If you ever need an avenue, if you ever need somebody to be there, for your organization, you don't hesitate to call us and let us know, because you definitely always will have a home with 520 Radio, especially with what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, for real. Now, I most definitely will remember that. And like you hit on, like some people some of the parents don't know anything about entrepreneurship. But like we always say that, it starts at home. But my thing is, it's not just on the homes, it's the community.
Right.
So I feel like it's the community responsibility. Those, that might not be my child, but I really do feel that's my responsibility to do what I need to be doing. And I just feel like everybody just need to do their own part. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. I'm connected with some heavy hitters. They're just awesome presenters, awesome speakers, and they motivating these guys, they empowering these guys. Today I had an 18-year-old, and I don't really have too many 18-year-olds in my program, but I had one today, and this guy, he's struggling. He about to graduate in May, and he's struggling to know what's the next step. And, I don't know about you all, but it was hard for me to understand what I wanted to do. I mean, it took me to like maybe 2 years ago for me to really have an idea about what I really want to do. So it's really on us to really, guide them in that right direction for them to really figure that out, because our thing is really teaching you how to discover your gifts, discover your passion, your purpose, and how to monetize off of that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the game has changed a while, you know what I mean? And it changed over time, too, as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about making a living or, providing for your family. It's not just a traditional go to work every day and that's just what it is, you know what I mean? So these workshops are definitely helpful because that's the new part of the game. Even with the team that we got, you know what I mean? Everybody on the team got their own thing that they got going on with Kim and Nicole, with Mixed Talk, even with Mr. Q White, with his business and his promoting, you know what I mean? It's you want to have, I think we talked, when we was at the Herschel Hills, Special K was saying that you need like 5 different revenue streams, like you want to definitely make sure that you get money multiple ways. That's a great thing that we do need to teach us. It's not just traditional get a job, work 9 to 5, and that's how you
and
do
weekends
it.
off.
There's a bunch of different ways you can get it. You know what I mean? And we need to make sure our kids know that all those, as many opportunities as possible. We need to make sure our kids know that.
Exactly. We're just trying to plant that seed in them. I mean, they probably ain't got nobody telling them like, look, what can you do and how can you make money off of it? And we're just trying to simply just plant that seed in them.
Yeah.
That's so good, because I was reading something the other day, and it was similar to what you were saying. Like, when I don't remember being in school taking a class that showed me how to save money or balance my checkbook, or like nothing taught me that but life experience, like real life experience. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we have programs like yours and other programs that are teaching our youth early, that's definitely amazing. Yeah. And great. So definitely keep up the good work.
Oh, most definitely. I appreciate it.
I wish I had that back then, but it is what it is.
We definitely appreciate you. One more time, how you got anything else coming up?
I actually, because I'm always doing different things, I actually got something for the men, not for the younger men, and it's called Step by Step, and it's basically a Fathers' Rights Conference. And it's going to actually be in Aiken May 6th, and we're going to have, so this is the issue, we have a lot of fathers, unmarried fathers who are trying to get in their child's life and don't know the legal way to doing that.
Speak on that.
So we have, we set up an event. I partnered with Christopher Emmanuel, who has Sky's the Limit Foundation. And when I looked at his foundation, he was actually one of my speakers for my son is an entrepreneur. And when I looked at him, I'm all like, man, I really want to see how we can implement something that's going to really educate the fathers. So my thing is, let's come up with an event where we're going to have these attorneys really educating these fathers, really giving them the steps in order for them to take, in order for them to have, a strong relationship with their child. So it's a whole bunch of things that these fathers don't know, and they're being taken advantage of. You get what I'm saying? So once again, that's going to be May 6th. That's going to be at Aiken High School, and from 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m. And I'm really excited about that event because there's so many fathers who really, really trying to be in their child's life, and unfortunately, they're in a bad situation. So they just need that education.
What day was that? Say one more time.
May 6th.
That's
going to be on a Saturday. Aiken High School. It's going to be. It's presented by Ace Ambition and Sky's Limit Foundation, and they can also search it on Eventbrite. Step by Step.
So all the fathers out there who's who's looking to get into their their kids' lives, who may be having a hard time, a difficult time doing that. This is something that you don't want to miss, that you want to attend. You don't want to listen to your homeboys. You don't want to be listening to your uncles or your aunties. You got real legal advice from somebody who this is what they do. So you want to make sure that you're there. You can talk to a lawyer. You can actually get factual information that's going to help your situation. So definitely salute that, Dominique Bonds. We appreciate you for coming out.
I appreciate
you.
you.
We appreciate you for what you're doing in the city, man. Salute.
man.
Ace Ambition. Make sure you find out what that is, ladies and gentlemen, for your son and for your daughter. With my daughter's an entrepreneur. Make sure y'all support Dominique, man, and what he's doing for the city, man. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, man. We'll be back with a couple of more tunes. We got a mix from DJ Dreek J, Mr. Fourth Quarter, man. Y'all tune. We'll be back. 520 Radio Dinner Table.